Matt the Mortgage Guy here, recording a quick video to talk to buyers about one of the most common mistakes I see when people are out there shopping for a home loan. If you've ever heard the term stepping over dollars to pick up pennies, this video is going to apply to you. So without further ado, I'll jump straight into it. I talk to people day in and day out, and I understand people's desire to get the very best deal possible. But unfortunately, if you get into one of the biggest transactions of your life, for most people, it's the biggest transaction of your life, and all you're focused on is, I'm gonna find the best price, I'm gonna find the lowest fees, the lowest rate, I'm gonna search far and wide across this beautiful country to find the very best deal, you're gonna find one of two things, and maybe both. One, the biggest liar, or two, the very worst in service. And even to add a third to that, you're likely gonna find someone who's very inexperienced helping you along this process where, more often than not, you're a great nurse, you're a great firefighter, you're a great doctor, you're a great whatever you do in your day profession, you don't know much about mortgage, so if they tell you something, you're apt to believe it, whether it's true or not. The advice they give might be the worst advice I've ever heard in my life, but you wouldn't know any better because this person in this cubicle halfway across the country promised you a 2.59, and the best I could do was 2.625 without paying any points. That's just an example. It's not a rate quote, it's not an offer, but that's an example where someone's gonna save $8 a month, and to save that $8 a month, they are sacrificing a ton. And so here's a quick little diagram I drew. It's very sophisticated. And it's, who are you? Are you Timmy Tightwad? Are you Patty Penny Pincher? What was Sam again? Sam the Saver? Or Danny the Deal Finder? Or are you Michelle the Millionaire? Emily the Empire Builder? The Titan Tommy? Or the Wealth Building William? And I say that because I truly believe if you find a mortgage advisor who knows what they're talking about, who can coach you through things, they are going to be a wealth of knowledge to help you build wealth, not just this one purchase, but your second, third, fourth, fifth. Some people might not buy 5 properties in their lifetime, but they might buy 4 different primaries, and the way you structure your loan, whether you pay points or not, tons of different pieces of advice can save you thousands. When you're looking for just the best rate and you're talking to somebody who doesn't necessarily know what they're talking about, you might save $300 on fees. You might save $11 a month. I've got tons of clients who are lifelong investor clients. I'm an investor myself. And the stuff we talk about, the books that we read together, some of the wealth building strategies that we share turn into hundreds of thousands of dollars of net worth for them and their families, and their children, and their future children, and their grandchildren, generations to come. And then there's somebody that just says, I want to know just the numbers. Don't even talk to me, Matt. I don't want to spend more than 2 minutes on the phone. All I want is price. And for those people, my advice is look for somebody who's an advisor. You wouldn't go to the very cheapest investment advisor just because they're the cheapest and pay 0.2% versus 0.4 if 0.4 advisor was getting double the returns as 0.2. It's the same thing in mortgage. Your returns, and trust me, I have caught stuff that is just, it's beyond belief, some of the advice that you'll get. No fault of somebody who's working at, I don't know, whywe'rebetter.com or Amerilose or whatever these companies are called, but the advising and the type of advisor you're getting is just not at the same level as a local mortgage broker or a local lender that you have a relationship with, who's trying to help you win for the long term. They want you to be happy, satisfied, build wealth, refer your neighbors, refer your cousins, refer everybody. And so with that, every single client I work with, I'm trying to do what I can to not just close a loan, but to build the best loan for that specific scenario. And it's really a passion of mine. And I think a lot of others in my field that are building a business. If you Google the loan officer's name and you can't find them anywhere, they do not rely on referral business. They're just trying to close transactions. And that's kind of what this video is targeted to. There's plenty of good loan officers. I'm not the only one. I see tons of them out there, and that might be a little test. You Google somebody's name, and if nothing comes up, they have no reason to provide the best service and provide the best loan, because they're not counting on referrals. They're smiling and dialing, or their company is spending millions of dollars on TV ads and all these ads to get people in the door. They push out whatever loan they want. Sometimes the loan's the most profitable, and off they go. If it's somebody who's building a business for the long term, they've got an online presence, they've got a reputation to protect, and so they're doing their best to not only provide a good experience, but also provide the very best loan product for your specific scenario. Because trust me, there's tons of things to consider. Even if it seems like a vanilla deal. Oh, hey Matt, I just want a 15-year fixed on my primary residence. It's not that complicated of a thing. Well, when we get to talking and you're telling me that a year and a half from now, you're gonna buy a second home in Lake Tahoe, or you're gonna try to buy an investment property in the town where your kids are going to college, we might consider doing a 30-year. The rate is really close, but we wanna make sure you qualify for that purchase in the future. You might hop into a 15-year, create a payment that is too high to allow you to qualify for that next purchase. So then a year and a half later, you're coming back to say, oh, I've got to refinance this back to a 30, lower my payment, or I've got to put more down on this second property. And there's all kinds of stuff like that comes up where a plan is very important. So I don't want to keep going on and on about it. This is just a testament to using a quality loan professional. This isn't just for me. This is for all the loan professionals out there that have put in the work to be truly knowledgeable and be truly serving clients at a high level. So if you're in California, I'm happy to help. Shoot me an email, Matt, M-A-T-T, at mattthemortgageguy.com. If you're outside of California, shoot me an email there and I'll refer you to a great broker, wherever state you're in. Thanks for watching. Appreciate your time.